Today is April 26th. The Yankees are 1 for their last 1, and they leave Minnesota on a win. Let's talk Yanks.
Talking Yanks with old John Boy. John Boy and Jake. Recaps galore, weekly awards, stat lines, theme, and hot takes. Get your Yankees news from these two fine dudes. It's time for Talking Yanks. Talking Yanks with old John Boy. John Boy and Jake. Talking Yanks with old John Boy. John Boy and Jake.
Hello and welcome to Talkin' Yanks, presented to you by SeatGeek. It's the Minnesota recap of the Minnesota Twins series. They lost the series. They lost the first game. They lost the second game. But they won the third on record day, so they are on a heater, as is Jake. How are you?
James, Davis, Jack Curry, everyone else. Thanks for tuning in.
Nice of you.
Yeah, Jack Curry's got a book, 1998 Yankees, coming out. He wanted to come on. We've been way too busy, but we love Jack Curry, so go get his book.
We're going to find a time? I think we're going to find a time. We'll find a time. I started reading it already.
It's tough.
It's tough.
It's tough. Been bees in the trap, man.
He's a busy man himself.
He's busy. He's hot, sexy.
My eyes are 80% healed. Said the doctor this today.
Jimmy is on steroids. I am on denim.
I'm not on steroids yet. I got to get it from the pharmacist.
Jimmy will be on steroids.
Yeah.
Man, it's funny. The things were worse than ever yesterday. Like, the Yanks were almost unwatchable, at least half their lineup. They get a win today. They put up a big number. Kind of really needed that.
Yeah, and you know what they did?
My God.
The bottom of the order played small ball to set up the top of the order who got hits. So I'm a genius.
You gotta pay the tax.
You can bill me, Boone, for all my ideas.
You're welcome. We'll bill you.
Just get on base.
And you probably have a relative named Bill Boone, who's probably a stand-up guy.
He definitely has a relative named Bill Boone.
Bill Boone.
Aaron Boone's related to Daniel Boone.
King of the Wild Frontier.
Who murdered people.
Davy Crockett.
Also.
They needed this. They need to put up a crooked number. Still sucks they lost the series. All those Twins fun facts coming out is like, whoa.
Hey, that's
What? The Twins? Grow up.
I was really sad last night when they lost the series.
Yeah.
The season series. Like, yeah, obviously this series in Minnesota, but when they lost the season series. And I mean, if you're not winning the season series against the Twins, what are you?
You're the 0-1 Yankees who lost the World Series to BBD's Diamondbacks.
That sucked, losing the season series to the Twins.
Yeah. It was the one thing you wanted this year.
Well, it's kind of like you wake up and you know the sun's going to rise.
Right.
And then one day you wake up and you're in Alaska and the sun hasn't risen. And everything's different and you have to adjust. This is a new team. I got to adjust. They don't beat the Twins with ease anymore. That's foreign to me.
Good for the Twins. I know they're not going to rally around it because that would be super pathetic, but I don't know.
It breaks it up.
At some point, they had to win the majority of 6 games versus the Yankees.
How weird is it that
every 25 years?
How weird is it we're not seeing the Twins again?
Kind of bizarre.
Yeah.
I guess, but this part isn't part of the new schedule. It's just a home and road every year. It's just
it
early.
just happened early. Yeah.
Until the playoffs, and we'll go down 2-1, and everyone will panic, and then we'll beat them, and then
I don't like how dark their infield dirt is.
There was a lot of that.
Weirding me out.
I got it's April in Minnesota,
Yeah, maybe.
The water's more wet there. Hey, it's a good thing we didn't have to record after yesterday. It probably would have been a doom and gloom, maybe no music up. Yanks still have 1 loss on record day, so, snaps for them, although second half of the lineup has been tough, although a couple of those options put together games today, and 1 guy yesterday as well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What are we? 13-11?
Yeah, the division's really good. It's April, so it's fine.
14 and
Today's the 14th, right?
14 and 11.
Not bad.
3 more to get my bet. Ooh. I need it. Should we just get right into it? Game 1. Are we going to burn the first game?
Is
Second
there
game?
any housekeeping?
Harrison Bader got promoted from AA to AAA. He went 0 for 3 with a walk. When he reached base, he did score a run. He's now played 3 minor league games. He's 1 for 9, I believe. Not that any of those stats matter, good or bad, but he's playing, so he's close. He should be close.
And didn't we get a Tommy Canely is aiming for end of May today?
I think so.
Yeah, he's throwing well. And I do want to clear up for people that listened to last episode because I didn't state what I was saying like that clearly. And then we were talking to Ryan Rucco, who kind of said what I was saying in an easier way. And it was basically like, and sorry, Rooks, for sharing your words. But it was like, my point was the offense isn't that hurt. The starting pitching and the bullpen is really hurt, but like 7 out of the 9 guys are here or we want here. Stanton and Bader, we want back. You could say Donaldson, but everyone that's listening didn't want Donaldson or still doesn't fully trust him. So my point was these guys have to start playing better. Otherwise, we're doomed. There's not much outside help. And your point and Boone's point was you need unexpected heroes along the way, which I agreed with. But my point was like, man, we're not that hurt on offense.
Yeah, I mean, it's Sin, which is a big part, but you also know he's going to go down during the year because he has every year. Bader kind of the same, right? Like his track record.
He's not an instant help.
I mean, it just ties into the whole thing of you wish you had more bench or you wish, young guys got to go and, your one wild card spot is Oswaldo your left fielder. If he's having a tough time, now you've got a couple wild card spots in your lineup that we're going through it.
Worked a nice walk in Game 3 today, Oswaldo, and laid down a bunt.
Yeah. And
so
he had what would have been a hit, but it was a nice play by the left fielder. So
they made some plays out there.
They got to go. They're going to run into some real pitching in Texas, which is going to be a really interesting series because Texas just got swept by Cincinnati, which that was one of the bigger surprise series of the season so far. So they're going to be pissy and back at home, which is a little scary to me.
Both times that Oswaldo got on, he scored. Simple as that.
Every time the Yankees scored 2 runs or less this series, they lost. Mm-hmm. Every time they scored 12 or more runs, they won.
I'd like a balance. Maybe 3 games where you score 6.
What's 12 plus 2 plus 1 is 15. Divide by 3, 5 runs a game? That still wouldn't have won the first 2 games. So
yeah, no, their pitching isn't.
So maybe if we did.
It wouldn't have won the third either. It would have got swept.
Yeah, so maybe if we did like a
6 runs a game,
a 7-7-1.
You're losing on podcast day, or you're winning 1-0.
No, that was the first game. I was reversing.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Cool.
So we won the series.
All right, new formula.
Eat it, Minnesota.
Try that out. How about Rucco doesn't like the M?
Really doesn't. I mean, I think the TC logo is cool. I mean, really going in on the M.
I don't like the new uniforms.
And that's fine.
Yeah. I thought I was, though. I liked them on the mannequin. Anyway, are we going to burn Game 1? I don't want to. I mean, being honest with you, I don't want to.
I've got burns, and this show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Jimmy.
I want to hear your burn. I apologize. I just don't want to relive it.
Because getting to know yourself can be a lifelong process. Everyone knows it in the burns. And we got to see some old friends in the burns. Some lifelong burn friends. BetterHelp, working with a therapist can get you closer to the best version of yourself. Therapy is all about deepening your self-awareness and understanding. And if you're thinking about giving therapy a try, BetterHelp is a great option. Convenient, flexible, affordable, entirely online. Visit BetterHelp.com/Yanks today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Yanks. There's a link in the description.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp.
BetterHelp.
Let's burn Game 1.
The Yankees need
some old friends, Minnesota.
Oh.
Boom, boom, boom. Everybody say burn.
The New York Yankees would hope to bounce back at their home away from home, the land of 1,000 Jakes, as Minnesota Twins and old friend Sonny Gradar would hope to launch a winning series versus the Yanks. And Johnny Brito was trying to redeem himself against a team that knocked him out in the first inning. Polanco, Buxton, and Joey sends him to the gallows. Oh, he's pal Joey. This game stunk. 2.2 3-earned runs from Brito. Weiser, Abreu, Peralta, Cordero. What? Yankees lose a nothing game, 6-1 final.
What was Brito's final line?
Yeah, man. Sneaky bad. 2.2 3-earned runs.
That is not what I remembered it. That is sneaky bad.
I don't like saying that stuff on the air, but yeah.
And when
Way
he
better than his last Twins start. At least admit
Just step
that.
up.
because it was better than his last Twin start, I thought it was a decent start. And when Jake said the line, I was like, oh my God, it was just better than his last Twin start, which was the worst start of all time. So really not that good.
The problem was, Jim, he has a 1-2-3 first, so you're like, you do the sports fan like, whoo, better than last time, huh? And then he has a fine second inning. He gives up a walk, but otherwise he gets out of it clean. The third inning, he basically too many pitches pitched himself out of the game. Like, again, 3 earned runs.
Oh, that was it. The whole broadcast, 2 strike foul balls.
It was a foul ball festival. There's a couple long walks in there. He just ran out of bullets in a inning that he ends up throwing 80 pitches, and they had to yank him. And then it was the Weiss dog.
And he changed up his repertoire. He threw the sinker 29% of the time. The first time he played the Twins on April 13th, and they absolutely crushed it. They had a 1 batting average, 100, 1,000.
1 dot.
They were 3 for 3 off of it with 3 doubles. Yeah. So this time around, he threw his sinker 22% of the time, and he threw the curveball more, 30. I mean, still not great. I mean, the sinker had a 0 whiff percentage still.
Not great.
So do they have something on him that other people don't? Because, like, the 19th, the game before that, it's a 13 whiff percentage on the sinker. And it's a 0, both games against the Twins, 0 whiff on the sinker. Although the 8th, I don't know who he played, also 0. I don't know, man. His stats are starting to look like this experiment might not last like that much longer if we really want to get going here.
His next start will be against Texas, who they've been a really strong offense so far this year. So, yeah, I guess we'll find out. It could just be a Twin thing. But, yeah, man, that's, even his bounce-back start after his horrific start was 4.1, and we talked about happy to get him out of there early so he doesn't feel like a bad day at the ballpark. But, yeah, I mean, Burrito Mania has cooled off a bit.
What's the update on Sevy?
Sevy, I believe he threw a sim game in Tampa. He was going to throw another one, and then I think after that they were eyeing like an actual game. I believe. I can double-check.
It's like 3 weeks until potential return if he only does 1 rehab, which he's probably going to do 2, you would think, unless they really just rush him up.
Let's see if I can find a Meredith tweet. Let's see. The live at-bats against Bader were 6 days ago now. The bubblegum incident was 10 days ago.
Ooh.
So...
okay.
Yeah, that's what I currently have.
Well, hopefully he comes back soon. That'd be cool. Anything else from this game? This bummer of a game.
No, I was pretty bummed for this game because I haven't been able to get into a routine at all watching the games, and I was butt on the couch 7:40 p.m. ready to watch the Yanks dominate the Twins, and it wasn't that.
Yeah, I remember when Weissert came in the third. I was like, Weissert in the third?
Strike him out, throw him out. Talked about it on Booney Day a little bit. That was nice. Good throw by Trevi.
Yeah.
Felt like he didn't use like any of his body. It felt like he stood straight up and like catapulted it.
Come on. Like that. Let's go to game 2. I don't know if it got better in game 2.
Just keeps getting better. Oh.
I'm excited to hear what you have to say, though, in this burn.
I must ask you a question, says Twin starter Joe Ryan. Where is the Yankees' offense? But hopefully they would be enough today while also riding the mustache of Nestor Cortez Jr. on the mound. Enough human emotions, the machine will drive in the runs. RBI single for DJ. It's 1-0 Yanks. Let's go. Bottom 3. Hey, Volpe got a new suit and he got a new pair of boots. Kicks one away, and Donovan, Joseph Solano, and Jorge Polanco doubled their pleasure. It's 2-1 Twins. But Solano gives us back one on porpoise, seemingly, and we're tied up at 2s into the 6th. It's time to get Buck in here. Who's this burn for? Buxton and Larnack. Gross. 4-2 to 6-2. Yanks lose the game 6-2 final and the series. Woof.
Woof. Nick Ramirez pitched 2 innings for the Yanks.
Nick Ram, you didn't know.
I mean, I knew that he got called up, and then I saw him on the mound, and I was like, whoa. Kind of like a Weissert's non-cop cousin.
He's our version of Ohtani, a little two-way in the minor leagues. Like that, the breakdown you did, the kid from Florida, Jack Tani.
Well, he's played in the majors, right?
Yeah.
Who was he with the Padres or something?
The past couple years, he's been up. I think he had a little Tiger action, or there was a bad team in there.
Padres in 21, Tigers 19 and 20. Yeah, at one point, I think Joe's texted us and was like, "This isn't fun." And I just said, like, I don't even know the pitcher.
Yeah.
And I follow the team real close, and like
Right.
I know his name, but I don't know who this guy is or what his deal is. Like
that's
so,
a name we could have just guessed too. Nick Ramirez.
Yeah. So the first inning run was cool. You thought something was going to happen, and then I still think like something should have happened. It didn't feel like Ryan was mowing him down. Also, Nestor doing a little bit of a shout out to 2022 Garrett Cole, where Volpe botches that ball, home run. Hicks doesn't catch that ball, home run. It's like when you get nicked, you get gashed. So Nestor was letting him know, hey, guys, if you're going to make mistakes behind me, it's going to cost us.
I'll give up doubles.
So be cool about it.
What was that? Was it a bad hop, or did he just kind of whiff, or is it a little of both that made it look like that? Because it looks like Volpe did every motion he wanted to, and it was just a miss.
Yeah, it seemed like he just whiffed on it. If anything, who was running? It was Michael A. Taylor, who's fast.
Michael
So
A.
I
Taylor.
think he was really rushing the play. Like he was really charging it with his glove down,
Right.
vacuum style, and like kind of missed because
Over vacuumed.
trying to charge a fast hit fast. Not a bad,
Nestor showing up the kid a little bit, Jim?
That's how I saw it.
That's what people were saying.
Nah, I don't think so. Boy, are they saying that? Why? What did he do? Did he have a bad reaction?
I think he was kind of looking at him like, you got to make that, and that's kind of like it's a big pitcher no. Like, obviously, your defense is giving you their best effort. He didn't want to make that mistake. So people were talking about that.
Oh, I missed that. But, Nestor can't do that. But it is 3 days in a row. Errors for Volpe was a little bit like, all right, let's go 10 straight without.
New suit, new pair of boots. You know
I like
what I'm
that.
saying?
It's rude.
Horribly rude.
That burn was for
Horribly
the
rude.
Twins.
I'd fight him.
when you post that, Burn, on all the forums, change your name to Talkin' Twins.
Getting beat up by Volpe would suck because he'd be like smiling the whole
Yeah, I
time.
don't want to do this.
Yeah, dude, why are we doing this?
This one won't hurt.
You're getting pummeled.
When Marinaccio gave up a home run, that bummed me out because it was a 4-2 game.
Fortitude.
And Nestor's day was kind of ruined. I thought Hicks could have caught that ball. I mean, I just got to we're talking whisper text or parentheses or something. Like, what's up with Hicks's defense?
What's up with Hicks's offense?
But
Do this all day. How's the base run?
What's up with his running?
Man.
Yeah, but it's like, how did that fall off so bad? Like, really, really fall off.
One thing, just like the arm strength went away. Like, yeah, injuries, all that.
And it's like his
But
routes.
like everything.
Yeah.
The parts that you don't think go away.
I didn't think I'd be up on the defending him side, but not playing regularly can be tough for a lot of guys. We normally focus on
Can't help.
offense, but, defense as well.
Yeah.
Rhythm to it.
Yeah.
But what's up with Hicks on this team?
Yeah. I don't know. It's weirding me out.
Big fan of Joe Hicks.
Obviously. It's awesome. I'm trying to find position outfield. Trying to find the OAA to see if there's any info or science behind it. Maybe this is a second half of the show type thing. Anything
Last year,
else?
Hicks graded out well in the outfield still. In the corners particularly.
In left field, he graded out very well. That was like the
Even though we remember the high-profile mistakes, but over the complete package by the metrics was good.
Anything else from this that you...
I went and I saw the Yogi Berra documentary movie. It'll be in theaters May 12th. It was very good. Very good.
I'm excited about that. Be in theaters.
Yeah, so they're doing like
Limited or?
I think they're doing like a ton of theaters. It's like a new strategy. Like they do a theater blast day.
Yeah.
And then if that goes well, they might do more theaters. And
Get you
then,
into the awards too.
And then I think if not, then you just go like streaming.
I wonder it'll be in theaters in Montclair, which I live close to Montclair because I can go Yogi Berra way.
Yogi
Sometimes I
lived there
drive.
for a while.
Yeah. -1 outs above average for Hicks, which isn't crazy, but
Not great.
Basically average.
yeah. Yeah, nothing else about this game stood out. I mean, what did you think of Nick Ramirez? Are you going to give him an award?
I'm gonna wait to get the jersey, but here's what I'll tell you.
What number is he wearing?
I appreciate
63.
baseball grinders, and yeah, this guy came up and he was a hitter, and then he bailed on hitting, and he's pitching, and he's 33, still fighting the fight, doing the AAA up to the major league rides. So good for him.
Good for him. On this Baseball Savant outs above average outfield defense page, I don't know how they calculate all of this, but they have a success rate for outfielders. Judge is at 91% success rate with fly balls, I'm guessing. IKF 96. Hicks 78. And then they have success rate added, and Hicks is -6, and IKF is +3. Which adds up.
What's Judge?
Judge is even, which also adds up because he doesn't play the most aggressive. We've seen him rob the home run, and then that other Drury catch was aggressive. But he admittedly himself, especially in April, was
Particularly in center and particularly in April.
yeah. Success rate added. What a Christian Pache, #1.
Nick Ramirez drafted in the 4th round of 2011.
Yeah.
10 picks after Colton Brewer.
Oh.
So it's just like a Yankees legacy draft.
What's Brewer up here? Yeah, guys, goodbye.
What's up?
Baby James?
Game 3. Let's get to game 3. It's the best of the
Do
bunch.
game 3.
I'm on Aaron Hicks, baseball savant. Why is his sprint speed 19th percentile? I don't get it.
What happened?
Minnesota would bring the broomsticks to the parquet as they try to sweep up the trash Yanks. There's Domingo. And hopefully Kenta would be Maeda available to end the Yankees slump. Got Beebs with it. Let's go. Jim Willie Calhoun, my Husky King, with an RBI infield single. It's 1-0 Yankees. Anthony Volpe with a ribeye for himself. And then the judge orders everyone to come home. It's 5-0. Yay, we're having fun again. Wow. Jose Lin-Manuel Miranda. Alexander Hamilton. It's a solo home run. Just, I don't know. I sing that song more than people probably think. I only watched it once. It's 7-1 Yankees after Volpe doubles again. Rizzo. Oh, it's a Paisan fest. Gleyber bombs to end the night. It's 11-1. Twins actually chip away at it a little bit, and they score some runs against Domingo. Don't care. Yankees get the blowout win they needed. Herman to Hamilton to Holmes. The 3 H's. Yankees salvage the series. 12-6 final.
Herman to Hamilton to Holmes. The 3 H's.
They're all boys. They hang out. Hamilton, Holmes, and Herman.
I don't know which two I pair up.
You fellas want to grab a bite tonight?
Which two are you pairing up?
Either.
Okay.
It's like a perfect triangle of like, let's not.
Canely walks in and sees just the 3 of them.
God. Oh, Canely likes bothering Clay.
Did you hear the story of what Canely was doing?
I don't know.
They said it on the broadcast that he was, because Ruka was talking about how what CeCe always said about how, like, you know,
and this
we
was
missed
his
him.
first road trip with the team or something like that, I think.
Yeah, because they needed some life, man. He was they said Canely was walking around the clubhouse with all the players' hype reels. They have their own personal hype reel to feel good about themselves, showing them to themselves. Like going up to, you know, I'm using an example, going up to Gleyber and being like, Gleyber, watch this. Look, you're good. Look at how good you are. It's funny.
Hype man / reliever. I was in the Yogi doc. You know, they're bouncing around. It's all the
Don't spoil anything.
It's the old Yankee players, Mr. Torre. You know, they keep doing those pop arounds. The only like younger, well, Jeets is in it, but he's Jeter and he's being cool as a cucumber. Dude, Swish is in it, and it's like, dude, you're becoming like more of a cartoon character.
Oh.
Like, he's out of control.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, juxtaposing him next to like 80-year-old players is pretty tough. But once you actually see that side by side, you're like, wow.
Oh, just like kind of like docile old men reliving the old days, and then Swish comes on and he's doing his talking head, and it's like,
Well, yeah, you see Swish at like Yankee spring training, and you're like, oh, all right, you know, the boys are bopping. And then you see Swish next to like old people, and you're like, don't get too close to them.
Topple him over, maybe.
Dangerous.
He's dangerous. This was a good game, Jake.
Man, Maeda was just what the Yankees order. I know the Yankees blow up his spot today, but he is 0-4 on the year.
Yeah.
So
they hit the ball hard, a lot of hard hits, and then they had, you know, Calhoun gets on with basically an infield bunt that Gallo, weird play, threw it to the second baseman, not the pitcher who was covering. But then right after that, IKF lays down a bunt to the first base side. Nice. Cabrera lays down a bunt. Small ball Yanks. Top of the order, just pounding the ball.
Just tell Booney where to send the check.
And Herman's line is real weird because he was 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, or 5 innings pitched, 3 earned, something like that. And then in the 6th inning, he gave up
5-3.
5-3, and then they go out for the 6th. He gives up, and all those runs were one guy. It was Miranda homered twice, and then in the next inning he hits Miranda, and Gallo says that wasn't very nice, and he homers off of him. So now you're 5 innings pitched or 6 innings pitched, 5 earned, and they start him in the 7th, and he gives up a triple, and then they take him out, and then that gets tacked on by a fielder's choice. So like the line is 6 innings pitched, 6 earned. He got into the 7th inning. It was a blowout.
It was a little bit of an old school start. Like this
Just
was,
get the win, kid.
It was a little bit like, hey, you know, we got a big lead. We'd love you to chew some innings. We've been using the bullpen a lot. And yeah, you wish that kind of didn't happen. But I don't know. The innings were more important than the runs at that point. So
they made some nice catches too. Yanks really hit the ball hard in this game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, DJ got robbed of a grand slam or a 3-run homer, literally like over the wall, and then Gleyber, the swing after, was like 2 feet up. That was like, baseball stadiums are pretty wild.
IKF made another
That's at Fenway.
sliding play, and he's got a patented style now.
He is patented.
His catch is a sliding catch.
I might get a jersey
Of IKF?
Yeah.
Why don't you just steal
I
Niles?
like his new role.
Sure. Starting center fielder? Is that the role you like?
Bader's back in a couple days.
Currently, IKF, starting center fielder. I mean, take it from him. That's what IKF is saying.
I mean, Judge plays some center field too.
Yeah, but IKF has been starting a lot.
Yanks needed this in a bad way.
Yeah, not
This
only
would have
did
been
they,
a rough episode.
yeah, not only did they need to win, they needed to make it a bit of a laugher
Need like a 10-pluser.
and play all the small ball. You know, they didn't need that, but it was nice to see get on base.
5-run inning and a 6-run inning.
Maybe the problem is IKF did not start the first 2 games. Hicks did.
Yeah, man.
That's
Let's
gotta end.
Let's see. Yankees put up a 5-run inning against the Halos.
You hate to say it. So I'm not.
I think the 6-run inning is their biggest inning of the season, question mark?
I believe it.
They've got a couple 5ers, but, to have a 5 and a 6 in the same game, good game plan. Adding that to my analytics binder.
That's nice. They probably call it the big inning if we were to ask Katie Sharp.
11 runs
Have more big innings.
plus.
Yeah, I wouldn't do the Hicks thing anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I might have
We're
an
gonna
award.
Talk about it in awards.
Yeah,
I
okay.
think so.
All right, anything else? I mean, hey, game 2, they switched the lineup around. Any thoughts on that?
I was about to ask that.
One game in baseball, just before I get there. If the Yankees were 13-12 and they just got swept by the Twins and they were on a 4 or 5 game losing streak, I would have been sick to my stomach.
Instead, you're wearing denim. You look great.
I have no underwear. I'm out of clothes.
So you commando right now?
I'm commando right now. Yesterday I wore shorts. I wore a pair of shorts under my jeans, but
Nice.
now I'm out of shorts.
What type of pants are you wearing?
I'm wearing Muggsies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not great.
If you get sweaty, that's kind of
It's
stink.
triple checking my fly when I leave the bathroom.
Yeah.
Otherwise, lawsuit.
Yeah.
You're out.
You're the boss, man.
You're out.
Yeah.
I've seen those stories.
Yeah. In case anyone's walking around with binoculars strapped to their eyes.
That's such an easy joke, but man, is it good. It's a small wiener binoculars joke.
That's what it was. And maybe that's an award I give out.
And
later.
we have one guy that does that in the office.
Jack Doyle, just always binoculars strapped to his
He's
head.
got binocs.
Just looking for birds. All right,
The
let's
lineup in game 2, is that what you said?
Yeah, they switched. Rizzo batted 2, Judge 3. I don't know why they did it. I don't know if they asked Boone, but they were going up against a righty, right?
Yeah, Ryan and Rizzo had a couple tough punchies against him.
Yeah.
Just stared at a couple fastballs down the middle.
Yeah.
I was watching the game recap or whatever it is on MLB TV ad. Yogi Berra doc, Jack Curry's book. Who am I?
Muggsies.
Muggsy jacket too.
Binoculars.
Have they ever run an ad? Would ever been a binocular ad?
Yeah, probably bird hunting. Birds and hunting.
The Twins
magazines.
broadcast was laughing at Rizzo.
Tactical.
They were like, the fastball down the middle. He must have been looking for a changeup.
Why were you watching the Twins broadcast?
It was doing that thing where it flips back and forth in the condensed game.
Oh,
where it goes,
yeah.
broadcast to
I love how
broadcast.
they do that in the
Yeah.
condensed game. Shout out
And
to
they
the
were
people who
just-
edit that.
They were just goggling.
Yeah. It was a nice pitch, kind of low, right? Low in the zone.
Yeah, I mean, it was a low fastball, but it, in theory, it was right down the middle.
And he definitely was looking for that. Yeah, I don't know why they did that. I don't know why Calhoun's batting 5th.
They very much believe in Willie Calhoun, and they are coming for your tweets because I think they're going to play Willie Calhoun a lot coming up.
Or they believe in hiding him. Like Donaldson in the 5-hole.
think, dude, Booney's been pretty adamant with us.
Oh, yeah, I know, but I mean, if you look at any of his stats in his history as a baseball player, it's just like not there.
Yeah, I mean, young Yanks Twitter is running hot with he's been the worst baseball player for the past 3 years, and it's not easy to argue against.
Well, yeah, that's just stats.
But I think the Yankees sneaky want him to be their
This year's
Stan
star.
this
replacement.
year's notch in the belt. I wouldn't say Stan replacement. I think
Well,
he's
he's DHing.
I think he's their number one Carpenter
Candidate.
tryout,
Okay.
which is tough because Matt Carpenter has like an incredible career leading up to his
Yeah.
Yankee career.
He had 10 years, like 3 All-Star.
Yeah.
They also did a lineup swap in today's game. Gleyber 5, DJ stayed 4 from the previous day. When Gleyber.
Run it back tomorrow.
Well, I think that's getting Judge protection a little more. And Gleyber and DJ's been barreling balls up, and Judge was getting a little bit. The first couple games, I didn't do this, but I wanted to look up Judge for sliders away because he was just getting a ton. That first game, Sonny Gray just kind of went like, here's a slider away, swing at it, or I'll walk you. And Judge went down swinging at it. And I was like, oh, man, that's a tough spot to be in. So I think maybe they're hunting for Judge protection today. I don't know.
Jim, know what I do know?
What do you know?
Light box.
Oh, looking for something for your mom?
I got this light box where my heart used to be.
Katie texted me. She said, Mother's Day's coming up. We should make sure we get your mom something nice. I said, Katie, Lightbox already took care of it. They're lab-grown diamonds.
You'll love.
Yeah.
The pricing you'll understand, Katie.
Yep, from sparkly studs to brilliant necklaces. These gems will make my mom's jaw drop, Katie. They took care of it. Talkin Yanks 10% off your purchase. Done. Don't tell my mom about that. Skip the socks. I always get my mom socks.
Skip the socks.
Yeah. She's like, I don't have that many feet,
Get a
Jim.
nice necklace. How's Katie's mom doing?
Great.
Okay.
I haven't heard otherwise.
Me and her always have a little chemistry.
Yeah, you wore our clothes once, remember?
Very similar styles.
You came to the office dressed up in my mother-in-law's clothes. You looked like a toy cowboy.
Talking Yanks 10% off your purchase. Lightbox lab-grown diamonds. Mix it up.
How many ads do you think you've given the mix it up at the end? I feel like it's your good line.
I was going to say like 3.
Yeah.
Ever.
3 different companies.
I don't know.
Yeah. Mix it up. You're a mix it up guy.
Mix it up.
Awards. First award we give out here on Talkin' Yanks.
Pride of the Yankees.
Yeah.
Someone on the Reddit asked why we didn't have the sound board the last couple times, and I said because we were at the warehouse and that
I
doesn't
hadn't
have
set
them.
up the board yet. I thought we were. I thought it was a board that already had the sound.
No, it's all got to just letting people know. Sometimes people think
Yeah.
it's like something cool or reason. Oh, we didn't have them. Jake, you get to go first on this Wednesday, April 26th, 4:42 p.m. You get to announce the winner of your Pride of the Yankees award.
I don't know if I know where to go. Are there 2 options?
There's one pretty good one.
Hey, I'll screw it. I'll go Judge. Judge opened up the game today. He scared us all with that slide, so that was a little funny business. But why he gets my pride is after that, I think he realized that he scared all the fans, so he stood like top step the rest of the game.
Oh.
Like ready to go. Like, okay, I had a horrible slide into third. I ran into the dugout and got out of camera shot for a second. Illegal. Can't do that, Judge. And then he realized it, and then he was like as much in the camera as he could be.
Maybe he was hiding from young different Dono.
And his stats on the series, he's tied for the most RBI on the team, 5 for 12, 417, 462. And, there's one other option but in my head, but he kind of had a boot scooting season. So I'll go Judgy. He hits kind of the hit that opened up today's game that was like, like, okay, we're up 5-0. Let's enjoy this.
Yeah, for sure. Good.
Captain.
He's the captain. I'll go the other guy. I'll give my pride to Volpe. I mean, before the road trip, I said that I kind of need to start really going. You know, he was lightly going where he's getting one hit a game, but that's really not enough to like make the total numbers look great. He gets in this series 1 hit the first game and a walk, so he's on base twice. Leading off, that's pretty good to get on base twice. The second game, he gets 2 hits, on base twice. Game 3, 2 hits, 2 walks. They scored a lot, so they got to hit a lot. On base 4 times. His on base percentage, .615. So it's a good start. Because my whole thing was like, come back to the stadium with these numbers a little bit more juicy for the crowd to still continue the love fest. And that's a good start. Now he's facing 3 difficult pitchers in Texas. But if they're going to keep him in the one spot, then it's 4-game set. If you're going to keep him in the leadoff spot, then the numbers got to warrant that. Like I'm all for having as much patience with Volpe as possible.
Beebs, hit him with the butter knife.
Last 14 games, Smythe just posted like a full new butter knife included today. So I'll use his last. He's posting a lot of stats today. For last 14 games, 292 with an 882 OPS, 2 homers, 5 for 5 on the steals. His season WRC plus is above the league average now, 109.
So 2 weeks of games now. He's been bringing it. Oh, Joseph Salerno in the office.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's these games with multiple hits that really help.
Right.
Because I believe
They help give a big jump.
Big jump. And he put a ball over the outfielder's head in this game, which is something I like seeing every now and then from him.
Show you can do that.
His swing is unique. I do, we've drank all the Kool-Aid at this point, but, that high fastball we've talked about, when he connects with it, it goes further than you'd think. I don't know if it's a small body thing or I don't know if it's a big swing thing, but even his single to right today looked like it was just going to be a normal single to right, but it was like at the right fielder's feet. Like when he gets it, it goes more than you think.
Yeah. No, it's a great series, and I want him to come back to the stadium after these next 4 and have that OPS high. What's it up to now? I mean, I'm talking about season stats now.
On the season, Volpe's on-base percentage is .333, OPS 712. So
getting up there.
We're getting towards league average. Keep
climbing.
Roll back waters, keep on climbing. Mississippi girl, won't you keep on climbing?
But no more errors for a while.
Yeah, dude, that's why I backed off on my pride.
And that's fair. That's fair. I don't think he was A1, but there's not a lot of other options.
You got to slow down the boots sometime.
Has he got a day off yet?
He sat the one day in Cleveland. He actually came in as a defensive replacement in the 9th.
I sniff an off day in Texas.
Booney said in the postgame when we were watching it before, considered an off day for him today.
Against Maeda? That'd be silly. That's why he didn't.
Who can we give him an off day against? Heendog, DeGrom.
DeGrom. Give him an off day against DeGrom.
You don't need to see that.
Nothing for you.
He's too young.
Yeah.
He's too young. Don't let the boy see this.
Maybe we don't want the Rangers to
let the boy watch. As
Catch
we
some mental reps.
Consecrate our love.
So Pride, Judge, and Volpe.
Nice.
Yeah.
You might hear that a couple times.
Maybe for the next 10 years.
Happy birthday, Judge.
Yanks are now 5-1 on Judge's birthdays.
I did bet on him to homer in this game after the bad slide, and he didn't, so he's kind of on my shit list.
He got thrown out, too, right? Stealing third?
He's out on that play.
Tough slide.
He's pretty big.
Massive.
Yeah.
Like, he tried to oven mitt it, and the oven mitt didn't go, and then the arm stayed, and...
They might show it on this replay package on the TV in the booth, in the studio here. Maybe they won't. Who's your next award, which is the...
You Yankee motherfucker.
You know what?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to take what is the layup.
Oh, now I got to go assess the layup and figure it out.
There's a couple options, if we're being honest. I mean, they lost to the Twins for the first time in a decade. Actually, that was low. 2 decades. 2.5. I'm going to take Franchi
Ooh.
because he was 0 for 7 with 5 punch-outs, and the Sonny Gray at-bats were as tough to watch as I've seen someone in a while. A guy that's not built to hit breaking balls against a guy that loves throwing a breaking ball. And it was just, he swung through, I want to say it was 7 curveballs and 1 cutter, and there was 1 fastball looking, or 1 pitch looking. But you knew it was one of those tough moments when you're like, aha, Sonny is going to throw a curveball, and you are not going to be able to hit it. So that was tough to watch. And yeah, Franchi fever has slowed down a little bit.
Dude, I don't want to give mine to.
And he had that bad play in right field.
Well,
Yeah. Not great.
I don't know if I want to give it to anyone.
Franchi's numbers on the year: 160 batting average, a 192 on base, a 612 OPS. So, yeah.
I might give mine to.
Who are you going to give your Yankee MFer to, Jim?
I don't love a lot of people on the offense.
Okay.
Whatever. Yeah. Burrito. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well. I didn't realize how bad it was. You tricked me, Johnny Burrito.
Yeah.
You were better than your 0.28 earned runs, and I thought that meant you were kind of good.
Yeah.
And you just got through 2 innings.
Before seeing the numbers, I thought like, oh, this was fine.
That was better.
And
And it wasn't that. It wasn't. It was still bad.
It's not
So I feel tricked and I feel fooled,
Yeah.
and I don't like that at all.
I don't like that.
So he's my MFer. I mean, right now, the MFer is the same people over and over and over again, which is like kind of becoming, if you want it, like the analytics department, see who to change out come the end of the season.
Keep on waiting. Waiting on the world to change.
Waiting on your pubes to change because the next set of awards is brought to you by Manscaped.
Manscaped is a very good way to trim your downstairs, and I admit it to you people, I'm about a week and a half behind on laundry. You can only imagine my downstairs mix-up. Can't wait to get
Mix
home
it
tonight
up.
and rip up my downstairs with Manscaped.
The best below the waist grooming in all of the world.
Number 1.
Yeah, they got the brand new Weed Whacker 2.0. They got a beard and nose and ear hair trimmer. And you can use code YANKS for 20% off plus free shipping. If you want to do some like in unison with Jake tonight, maybe a shade experience, just he'll tweet out the time that he's cleaning up, and then you can do yours as well. Maybe trade pictures of designs or stuff like that. Get 20% off and free shipping with our code YANKS at manscaped.com. Always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Jake, it's regular old awards. Now, I may have some repeats, some mainstays, some ring-a-rag-a-roo-goo-garage. What do you have?
What was that?
Ring-a-rag-a-roo-garage. Do you have a theme?
I've got themes.
Okay.
What's your theme?
Ring-a-rag-a-roo-garage.
Not words.
How did I say it perfectly 3 times in a row then?
It's a good question.
Last week, you gave out the broken arm and the dodge the bullet award.
I'm giving out the Aquarium Toy Award.
Aquarium toy?
The Aquarium Toy Award.
Oh, my God. That little fuck stick. Is that what you're talking about? Come on. Is that what you're talking about? It's gross.
What?
You talking about that little tube? You like can like twist inside and outside of itself. That's got a middle.
You knew what I was talking about.
Yeah, that's gross. Ugh, what are those called? Water toy tube thing. That's what I'm Googling. Yep. It's called a water wiggler toy. Water wiggler toy.
You want me to type water wiggler into Google?
Water wiggler toy. Do you want to change your award to the water wiggler toy? So we know.
I'm seeing another device called the water wiggler and the toy, so I guess they share the name, but everyone knows what I'm talking about.
At this point.
You only debate buying them at an aquarium.
You've never ordered them from the internet.
You don't buy them off the internet. You see them in
Don't buy
another
'em
store,
online.
you're freaked out.
Imagine-
At the aquarium, you're like, this makes sense. If life was water, we would just make things out of these. These would be our form of currency in a water world.
Ew, man. You giving it to IKF?
No, I'm giving it to Willie Calhoun. Me and Willie are
I'm
both.
giving him an award.
No, me and him are both kind of built like water wigglers.
Ew.
And Willie Calhoun, a lot of people
God, shit, damn it.
were giving me.
Robbie Ray to miss the rest of the season. Placed
Damn.
a lot of bets on him.
Sorry, Seattle. Cash out right now. Willie, he's gonna check the phone. Willie Calhoun ends up with 4 hits this series, Jim. I know one was a little squibber. 4 hits would be the third most on the team after Volpe and Judge, the 2 guys we gave prior to the Yankees too. We talked about him a little bit. The Yankees believe in Willie Calhoun. You were looking into some swing stuff, and I think that's what the Yankees might be buying into. I don't know. To have Booney come on and talk to us twice and kind of hammer the table about Willie Calhoun. He kind of gave a wink and a nod about Franchi. Willie Calhoun is going to Texas, his former team, this upcoming weekend. He probably won't play against Heaney, but he'll probably play against the righties. And I don't know. I guess I'm interested to see what he can do in the next couple days because we all know Hicks has been in a sad place for a little while.
Yeah.
Bader should be back in a week and a half, something like that.
Yeah, you hope so.
Depending how the games start going, that we'll see. Someone's times with the Yanks are getting close between Willie, Franchi, and Hicksy. And I don't know. I guess I was leaning that Willie was going to be the odd man out because he wasn't playing too much, nor was he hitting, and he's been one of the worst hitters over the past 3 years. I think the Yankees think he's got the special sauce and kind of got a water wiggler vibe to him.
Yeah, I was going to give him the Avarex award, but that's not there anymore. But yeah.
Avarex, no.
Yeah, I mean, he had 2 ground balls,
Right.
and then one of his hits was an out. And now his stats look decent, but there's nothing repetitive here that looks like, yeah, that'll happen a lot. And they keep putting him in the 5 hole. So if there was a time where, before the show,
Little early for an
I mean,
AB.
2
I
days
think if it
ago, you
goes
were asking
again-
for them to switch him out with Cole Calhoun. Give him a shot.
Switch Franchi out for Cole Calhoun.
Yeah, but now that they're going to delay that because, Willie might have something going here.
That's fine.
There's
Switch Franchi out.
another one. As one of them goes next, it kind of doesn't matter which one. I think then if a series like this
Avarex
happens,
has to
where
be earned.
it's important.
That's got Rugi Odor was Avarex. A reminder: the Yankees had him play for free, and they gave away Tyro Estrada,
DFA'd Tyro to make room for him.
putting on a all-star campaign so far for the Giants.
Did we change the name of that award to Water Wiggler, or is it still Aquarium Toy?
Aquarium toy for me.
Okay.
The people know.
Aquarium toy. I mean, I knew. I just know how sick your brain is.
When I said aquarium toy, everyone's brain pictured it.
Yeah. Well,
You just put your fingers in there and you know it's gross.
ew. I have to give out an award now. Is how the show works. But
Your
I
first
had
award.
I had the one that I had planned, and now I can't give that out anymore.
Yes.
And I had another one planned
Okay.
that I forget about. I'll give out the Pool Noodle Award. Similar theme to you.
Piano.
Aquatics, you know?
Is it a water theme today?
Yeah.
I didn't even realize,
Yeah.
but I guess I did. Trevino?
No.
Because he's got one as long as a pool noodle?
What? No.
Wish I didn't guess that.
Gleyber.
Okay.
And it's not a bad thing. And this is something else I was texting to you and Ruko. And Gleyber had another hit this series that was like a bleeder, dribbler. And I think I wanted to talk about this at some point. I was going to make a video for Talkin Yanks, or I was going to do it as award, because I have all this data about it, but I never shared it. Gleyber has gone back to not taking his A swing all the time. He's swinging for contact, and he's getting good results. In this series, he goes 375 average, 444 on base percentage. He had some singles, but he also had a blast. He has the most hits on the team with an under 90 mile per hour exit velo. He has, I think, 5 now under 80. And a lot of them are breaking balls. If I'm looking at all his hits that are low exit velo, I got slider, knuckle curve, changeup, which isn't a breaking ball, but it's an off-speed pitch, and another slider. And it's because his bat-to-ball skill, which is one of the skill sets Gleyber had coming up from the minor leagues, was like a single swing. He's kind of going back to that approach now. I think the juiced balls put him in the, I should just swing really hard. That was fun. They went out. And then we slowly saw him come back to this approach. I think we saw him recently, and I still think he's doing this today, where the first swing is going to be huge. But then after that, he's going to slow it down. But I was looking at his Baseball Savant swing numbers to kind of confirm this what I was seeing in my head. And I thought it was super interesting that his chase percentage, so how many times he swings at a pitch outside of the zone, is the same as his average. His chase percentage on the year right now is 27.6%. He swings at pitches outside of the zone, which is below league average. And it is aligned with his career average, 27.5%. But his chase contact is up 10%. It's 66. And his league average is 56. So he's not, when he's swinging at these pitches out of the zone, he's doing it with not like his home run swing.
Right.
He's just trying to fight him off.
Put a barrel on it.
Put him in the zone, which is much better, in my opinion. He's also, his whiff percentage is 5 or 6% down, which is really good. And then the other thing I really liked is versus breaking balls, which a lot of pitchers go to when there's 2 strikes on the batter as the put-away pitch. He has a 5.3 put-away percentage on breaking balls this year. So if he's at 2 strikes and the pitcher's trying to throw him breaking balls, it's not working. He's fouling him off or he's putting him in play. That is, last year, he was 17% put away on breaking balls. Before that, 13. So he's way down. And then he cut his whiff percentage on breaking balls in half. So he's fully kind of committed. I think the shift helps, as well as just fully understanding who you are as a player and not trying to be something you're not. But it's pretty cool to see.
Jim, you know I'm kind of a basic B, and I'll break it down a little easier. Gleyber Torres, some concerns about his first pitch swinging early on in the season. He leads the team in walks. He has 17 walks. Next on the team, or this was before today's game. So Volpe is second on the team.
Well, he had 2 walks today, so yeah.
Yep, Volpe's second on the team, so he's 16 walks, 27 strikeouts, so not bad. Judge is third, but 13 to 32 strikeouts coming into today. Gleyber has more walks than strikeouts, 17 to 14, and we've been tipped off that is a sign you are seeing the ball really well. Highest on base percentage on the team, Gleyber Torres, and that's coming off a couple years where we thought he might be moving away from that skill set. And a lot of what you're saying and a lot of what I'm saying is it's a little more bit a little more of a complete package right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really nice. He puts together good at-bats. I am enjoying it. Let me see. 2 strikes. With 2 strikes on him, listen to Gleyber's numbers so far this season with 2 strikes on him. When he puts the ball in play with 2 strikes on him, or the at-bat ends, 2 strikes. 282 batting average. 417 on base, 827 OPS. I mean, that's really good. I mean, it's a small sample size, obviously.
Yeah.
But usually 2 strike numbers are not great. Tough place to be. So way to go, Gleyber.
Yeah.
Swing the pool noodle. It's working.
Why not?
Hit the dinks and the dunks.
Trevi.
Are you going to give Trevino an award now for his nice play?
I am not. I'm going to give an award, and you won't get penalized in the docket for not getting it. But I will.
That's awesome.
I will go the Drought in Seattle award.
The Drought in Seattle
Water themed
award. The Drought in Seattle award. Sure, Nestor.
There's a reason you won't be penalized for this one. It's going to Josh Donaldson. Talking to Booney this week, talking to other Yankee fans in the midst of, the Yankees lineup not scoring for 11 games, really. I found myself missing Josh Donaldson a little bit, which,
Wow.
you can Averex that. You can treat it however you want. But I guess trying to make it water-themed, my brain went to, in Seattle, if there was a drought, at first they'd be like, whoa, like, it kind of hasn't rained in Seattle in a little bit. This has been a while. And then they'd be like drought mode, like you're a little like, whoa. And then the rain comes back, and Josh Donaldson is the bringer of rain.
Well, I should have got it.
I
want to get docked in the ledger. I'm a man of honor.
No,
got that.
I preface it with no docking in the ledger. I don't know. It's kind of funny. Him not playing, and while the Yankees have been playing Franchi and Hicks and Calhoun before the last 2 games, Mini Avi. It's had me craving some Josh Donaldson. So the award was going to be something around by not, heartness or distance makes the heart grow fonder or one of those things. But, it's a water-themed up. So I tied in Seattle, bringer of rain. Pretty funny how life works.
I like his defense at third. I didn't have that sensation. I just want Cabrera, the catchers, to go. Yeah. Get Bader back. Cabrera, the catchers are chipping in. Got faith in DJ, Gleyber, Rizzo, Judge. Yeah.
Your last, most important award of the show, water themed.
Yeah.
That you've had prepped.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go with the water fountain award.
Water fountain award?
Yeah.
Well, I can tell by the excitement in your voice.
That I wasn't me. I was the person who gets the award. That wasn't me.
Which
being
came
them.
out of your voice. Was, that kind of feeling of when you come upon a water fountain and you're like, ooh, I could go for a little bit of water. And this is a device that serves water. I will go with Ian Hamilton.
Ooh, no. Unknown fact about DJ, he doesn't pass up water fountains. He likes drinking out of water fountains. It's easy and convenient. Some people find them gross, but he kind of is like, no, I like water fountains.
I think he can pass a water fountain, but I think he drinks from them like the people of Pawnee and Parks and Rec. Full mouth over the knob.
Yeah. Yeah. If you had to guess one person on the team who full mouths over their knobs, and it can't be Wandy, who would it be?
Clay.
Oh, just because you met him that one time?
We both did it. When they first did that in Parks and Rec, and if you haven't seen it, you can even just watch a clip on YouTube. I got so good. My goodness.
Ew.
Yeah.
He's good. I like DJ LeMahieu. He's hitting the ball
really
hard,
good,
man. He got robbed a couple times this series, but I don't know what his numbers on the year are. I know he had a good series here, but I'm kind of all in on DJ, man. I put him 4 behind Judge if you need to. If Volpe's leadoff, then he really extends the roster. But even I just feel like he's been getting hitting the ball hard as shit and getting robbed lately, and those are going to start falling. And if he can stay hitting the ball this hard and get back to the stadium, we're going to see, I think, him tear up the homestand.
He was a foot away from a 3-run homer today that would have really cooked his books a lot more. And
Yeah,
he
had
hits the ball hard
today,
every time.
101 exit velo. It was a sac fly. And then also 103 exit velo, and it was a fly out. So nothing to show for it.
All right.
But hitting the ball hard.
Those two drop, and we've got a 3-way pride off, but bring it to Texas.
Bring it to Texas, then bring it back to the stadium.
Yes.
Because I think you're going to do really well.
Might as well.
But yeah, I mean, he likes a good water fountain, and it was water themed, so I had to go there.
Might as well do well, because if you're not doing well, then you're not well. Yogi.
Is that part of the doc?
They talked about yogiisms a lot.
He said no spoilers.
They talked about how there's fake yogiisms out there.
Yeah.
There's real ones.
Yeah.
And
Jack Candy quotes.
talked a lot about how he was an ugly Italian man. They talked a lot how he was an ugly, short Italian man, and I was in the theater having to hear those conversations.
Why are they calling him ugly?
They said, like, the media, that's how they portray him, and they always portray him. They showed, like, they came out with recent baseball cards of, like, baseball legends. In Johnny Bench, he looks like a superhero. In Yogi's, he looks like a toy clown.
So you
So
felt,
that's a spoiler, I guess.
you felt a personal connection to that?
No.
Remember Yogi Bear in the Navy, those pictures?
Yeah.
He's a young stud.
I agree with you, Jim, but you know how the media can be.
Well, actually, I don't know about young stud. I just looked at it.
Young.
I mean, he was kind of ugly.
He wasn't classically handsome.
Well, let me say this, though. I mean, the older he got, the cuter he got.
Yes. Yes.
Do you think you're going to do that?
I mean, kind of in the same way, yeah. Like, just in a innocent, like a lot of how people look at animals.
Damn, possums only live for 2 years.
I didn't say possums.
I'll just give you a fact.
Unrelated to all of that.
Yeah. Just an end of the show animal fact.
Who else needs to be mentioned?
Oswaldo laid down that bunt. The outfield play was rough for the Yankees and good for the Twins. And I want the outfield play to be good for the Yankees.
Okay.
Big outfield in Texas, kind of.
Kinda. Yeah.
But the ball can fly sometimes. I don't
It's
know.
been pitching park.
Are they all
hitting
8
this
o'clock
year.
starts?
Great question, Jimmy.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't like the 8 o'clock starts.
8 o'clock, game 1. 8 o'clock, game 2. 7 o'clock, game 3. 2:35, game 4.
On Sunday?
Yeah.
I just want 7 o'clock starts. 8 wasn't bad because I can put James to bed and then come back out.
7:40.
Oh, blah, 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 blah. That's a show. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel. Any final notes? Anyone else? Did you want to talk about Nestor at all? He's doing really bad third time through the lineup in this short sample size. But the numbers, I think, are bad. But I don't...
Nestor has nothing to do with any of my current Yankee problems.
Same. Oh, man, this picture of Yogi and the Mets, this like... Oh, no. Is this the one you're talking about? This is so brutal to make him do this pose and then post it. This Mets playing card.
Hey, man, I guess that's what I'd say.
The sun's in his face. He's
It's a
blind.
posed image.
He's
There are cute pictures of Yogi on the internet. There are tough pictures of Yogi.
I mean, he didn't want to do that. It wasn't even his gear. Go Yanks. Tell him, Grams.
Go Yankees.
There's some pictures of Yogi where he looks kind of like someone you know.
Brett. Oh my